All right, my name is Brandon Deese. This is for week 3 speech class. And my visual aid is the M4 carbine rifle. It's a pretty simple rifle, really, and it's also the preferred weapon for the United States military. That's because it's light, it's very maneuverable, it's accurate, they're easy to break down. This is the business end. This is where all the magic happens in here, right? Buttstock, sight, grip. Okay, some quick safety tips for your rifle is always handle this thing as though it's loaded. Never treat it as though it's unloaded. And another good point for that is don't ever let somebody tell you that it's unloaded. They may not have cleared the weapon or whatever weapon you're taking to the range. Also, don't let people handle the rifle just unceremoniously, right? So always, if you're going to hand it off to somebody, eject the magazine if it has a magazine. Pull the charging handle back, which is over here. That way the round ejects and you can see and you can look down the barrel to make sure it's cleared. That way you'll save injury, right? Because you don't want somebody to get hurt or even killed with this, especially if you're training or just going to the range to have fun. Going to the range is therapeutic. I like going to the range. Although I don't like necessarily going to the range with the Army. The Army kind of sucks the fun out of everything. I don't know, it's just the way it is. It's odd how that works. Okay, just the kind of quick process for how this thing operates. So there's several functions to it. You have feeding, you have chambering, you have locking, you have firing, unlocking, extracting, ejecting, and cocking, right? So when the weapon is feeding, what's happening is, right, the bolt is coming back and the bolt goes forward. When it's chambering, there's a magazine in here. The magazine's holding cartridges, right? The bolt comes back with the spring, it goes forward. The round is then chambering into the barrel, okay? After that, you have the locking mechanism. The bolt inside the rifle turns and locks, and it locks in place. Okay? And then you have the firing. This is where the magic really happens. And all the fun at the end comes out. So the firing pin. Inside here there's a little pin. It's about that long, right? The pin comes back, the pin goes forward. The pin ignites the cartridge. There's powder inside the cartridge. And then it goes boom and it fires. Right? And then after the firing, the bolt unlocks. So what happens is it rotates the other direction and it starts to come back. Gas is actually pushing the bolt back, right? There's a little tube in here that's fed. And then you have extracting, right? The bolt is it's extracted back. The chamber opens up right here. There's this little bolt chamber that is going to be down. Gas will go back toward the rear of the bolt and kind of under it. And there's spring pops up, kicks the round out, and the round is then ejected, right? And then the last portion to that is as it's coming back, it is cocked inside here, and then the whole process starts all over again, and it's continuous, right? So after that, after you fire all your rounds, right, you drop your magazine, check it to clear if you're at the range or whatever it is you're doing. And these weapons, they break down very easy as well, which is nice because they're fairly simple to clean. There's not a lot of parts to them. You have your hand guard. This one doesn't have it, but a lot of these weapons will have like a little carrying handle up on top. Most people don't use it because if you're carrying it, right, you're just pointing it at people because a lot of people carry it like a suitcase if they're using that. Probably not the best idea. You have your lower receiver, right? Magazine, that's where everything goes. You have your hand guards here. Now, these hand guards are set up so that you can put attachments on there. It's nice, you can add lights. Some lights have this little string that'll come all the way back and has a switch. You hit it and it automatically comes on. You can let off with the little switch. This one doesn't have it on there. Or you can do like this one. You can put this little hand guard on here. It's really good just to set it on the ground if you're hungry and you want to eat. That way it's not sitting in the dirt. You've got your charging handle, which is here. That's what makes the magic happen as it comes back and goes forward, right? Your firing pin, I'm not going to break this down, is in here. That's what ignites the cartridge so that it goes kaboom. In your extractor pin, you have a bolt. You may or may not be able to see the bolt right there. It's that thing moving forward. And then you have the bolt carrier. And this is your M4 rifle, the preferred weapon to shoot bad people. Thank you.